everybody. We are here in Helsinki, Finland, and we're going to go take this adventure and see what we got to do. We're on the little shuttle bus that is 10 euros round trip because we are far out of the city right now. And so you can get berries, and that big obelisk in the middle was donated to Finland by the Tsar Alexander II, whom, unlike Russia, they loved because he did not try to Russify them. In there, salmon soup for breakfast. Lunch now. And over here, there is a better look to the monument and the presidential palace.
Behind it is Sweden.
No, that's the presidential palace. The round dome. To the round. All right. This is Nicholas Alexander the Tsar II, who gave autonomy to Finland in 1868. In the 1800s, Russia and Finland had a war, and all the buildings in the square burnt down, so none of them are original. The Lutheran Church Cathedral here was built in 1852. And then over there is the Senate building, where the senators of Finland make their major decisions.
So like in the 1800s.
The cost of the cathedral is free, but the price is you have to go up all the steps. You can do it, Denise! Woo! You just got a seagull friend. Woodland creature of Finland is the troll, and then of course the reindeer. This is Havis Anna. Havis Anna is one of the daughters of the Baltic, and she was sculptured by Berlin in 1908. She is facing her butt towards City Hall because they did not want to pay the sculptor for this statue, so he got his revenge. He did get paid eventually. But his last revenge was that Anna's butt was facing City Hall. We are now on the Esplanade, walking past Cafe Capelli, one of the more fancy, well, the fanciest place to have coffee. And then the Esplanade is just a fancy walkway with lots of pretty flowers and lots of statues along the way to look at. a monument to Zacharias Topius. Let's see if we can find out something. Let's see if we can find something.
Zacharias Topius was an author that was known for writing children's books that were kind of like fantasy characters.
Exactly what it was about, other than it was 3 blacksmiths. But the general interpretation has been that it symbolizes the working spirit that helped keep it free even through German occupation.
Finland was never occupied by Germany.
Free from German occupation.
Free from German occupation. We just got out of the mall here, and there is the central train station, and I love how they decorated their statues in the Helsinki national team colors. So that's pretty cool. This is typical Russian architecture made modern. Over by the Chapel of Silence, but they've got like this cool like art piece over here. That's a cool tower. And this wooden structure is the Hall of Silence, the Chapel of Silence. And can't talk inside, but at least we can film. The Chapel of Silence was dedicated in 2012 as a place of solace, and they have social workers inside. If you want to, you can talk to them, or you can just sit there. It's a very interesting place. Currently walking out of the Chapel of Silence in a mall area. Kind of reminds me of downtown San Diego with this like inlay here. I'm supposedly passing some type of monument with an equestrian soon, and going on to Mineham Street, which is up there. Mineham Street is important. Mineham was the leader of the revolution of Finland in 1918, and he later helped defend Finland against the Russians in 1939 when Russians tried to take the land back, and they defended themselves. And ever since, Finland has been independent. There's the Museum of Modern Art, the Kiasma, right next to the statue of Miser. Standing in front of the Parliament building here in Helsinki, but I'm also standing, if I turn the camera around, in a museum hall. This is the Contemporary Museum, the Finland Hall, and let's see, what's the other building? Oh, the Music Center is the white top building, and then there's Finlandia Hall. Very much examples of Helsinki architecture. Very interesting. Here is the National Museum, but we're gonna head over this way to what I believe is the Rock Church. So we'll check that out. I've seen it before where you can walk on the top of the churches, but this is kind of funny. I haven't ever seen it this way before. We are now here in the Church of the Rock, carved out of solid granite here. Very interesting construction. Considering you can go almost to the top, you can just like walk around on the top over there. We are now at the Sibelius Monument in the Sibelius Park. Sibelius was a Finnish music composer in the 1800s, and this statue is meant to represent his music. When you see it, you're supposed to hear music in your head. Do you hear music in your head? I don't know. Seems pretty violent. Like, maybe he was a punk rocker. That's what this looks like. Well, we just saw the statue, and now we're trying to find the tram station. And apparently we're walking through the forest. Let's see if another ant bites me, and then I'll become Lithuanian and Finland. And with those two powers combined, I will be super puppies, right?
No, they just got that.
I'll do get what? Okay, that's what AJ says, so I guess I better not get biting it here. This is us, AJ. Now on the tram, and we're taking the tram down for about 8 minutes. And it's very simple. You just have to get the app and then use your credit card on the Helsinki app, and then you can buy your tickets there, and then you have them. We were passing by the opera house. There's lots of opera houses and musical halls here in Helsinki, so it should be a nice little ride down back to Market Square. Here in Market Square, and I'm gonna sitting in a tent. I'm gonna have a reindeer hot dog with some coleslaw and some par Jaffa, which is like their version of Fanta. Okay, that was Helsinki. Hope you enjoyed it. We thought it was a very fun day, especially like the reindeer hot dog. That was cool. And now we're taking the bus back to the chip.